Hey everybody, welcome once again to our Low Health Rambling. This is one of the many videos where we're going to go over what we did in 2025. This specific video is going to go over the games that I played. So without further ado, we'll get right jump to the main top 9 we got here. Let's see, we got basically in 2025 I played roughly 208, 210 games. The one game I was really looking forward to most this year, or than 2025, was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I really much enjoyed the first one, and knowing that there was a second one and how much work they're putting into it, I really much wanted to jump on top of that. I got the collector's edition with the statue and the whole should-do. Um, and it was my game of the year, really, until Expedition 33 came out, and that just became,
Incredible.
really was, this generation's Final Fantasy VII. Just everything was just great. The story, the characters, the gameplay, everything was great. So that's why that one did actually beat out Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, but it was very close. My third game was Banishers, which was just a fun, kind of good, just narrative game. I really enjoyed the couples dynamic, they actually felt like a couple.
Yeah, they didn't hate each other. It was crazy.
Which is rare in some games. I did dabble a little bit in LOH 2, which I enjoyed. Altars. He is Coming is kind of like a really basic, just kind of game, but I enjoyed.
I don't remember that one for some reason.
And then we have the newer RoboCop game, which for some reason had a really interesting, small city world that was really, compelling. That for some reason I really much enjoyed.
That game was so forgettable for me.
Shady Part of Me, which is another kind of indie game, and Keeper, which was a really cool, interesting, really artistic type of game.
Yeah, you played
that I very much enjoyed.
Keeper is actually really endearing. It was really cute.
But yeah, so those are just my top 9. And then in a second here, I'm gonna bring up the long list of everything I played. And here we have the long Excel list that keeps track of all the games I play in a year. Yes, I could always make this look a little bit better, but it is just a garbled mess, and it's the easiest way for me to kind of show all the information.
Most people don't even index stuff like this, so why are you apologizing for how?
So out of the over 200 games, 11 of them I would consider games that I replayed again. 6 of them I bought with Microsoft points. 110 were for free play games, free play weekends. Usually Xbox does a couple of games every weekend that's free. Game Pass was 128 games, and then through Ubisoft's UbiPlay thing, I did 5 games.
I forgot that was even a thing.
And most of the stuff, even the paid stuff, I use Microsoft points for, which are those little bonus points you accrue for doing searches and stuff. So not really that much hard money being put into a game this year, except for the Kingdom Come Deliverance Collector's Edition I mentioned before, because that was a good chunk of change.
And you bought the music box limited edition thing, but that still is yet to come, unfortunately, from France.
For Expedition. But here we can see my top games. We see them kind of all right there. As I scroll down, Bellatra was another one that got a lot of Game of the Year nods. That was okay.
It was interesting, but it also seemed irritating.
Just looking over the list here as I scroll down, Revenge of the Savage Planet was one of the replays. A lot of the games that I would replay too would be coming to Game Pass PC that I had played on Xbox. Silksong, of course, came out last year. Once again, those games aren't my cup of tea, but I respect them for what they are. Lost Records Bloom and Rage was kind of supposed to be the new a Life is Strange type of game. It was good, but it didn't really have any cool hook the classic Life is Strange.
We kept expecting some kind of interesting twist that never really happened, but it was good.
Yeah.
We were just looking for something that wasn't there, but it was still really good.
Another game was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So this is, of course, the second one in the new trilogy that I played. And I still just really much didn't enjoy what they were doing with it.
It's because they force you to play all of the, what would in the past have been optional side quests.
To kind of pad it out.
They force you to play these things while emphasizing how important the main quest is. And it's clearly it's not if we're going to go have a beach day side quest. It just killed the pacing.
Like I said before, I would have just really liked a kind of good old remaster or just little up of the just rezzing everything up or just doing it but in the same turn-based isometric type of format.
I did find it very cute though how it seemed like Aerith and Tifa were way more into each other than either one of them were into Cloud. Yeah, I found that very interesting.
So that was just a little bit disappointing, and it was just funny because I had played that I think right after Expedition, so it was just very interesting the comparison between the two and how far we've come.
Yeah.
We got the Oblivion remaster, which is also really fun. Let me see what else we got here. Gears of War was also a lot of remasters, of course. I got played 2 kind of adult games that I thought were actually relatively well
I don't
made.
remember Shattered Minds.
Let's see what I got here. Detroit Become Human. That's one that I finally got to.
I really enjoyed that, and I hated the way you played it because of all the choices you made.
Yeah, I mean, I do like that publisher, Quantum Dreams, I believe. And since I realized Detroit Become Human was never going to be coming to Xbox or anything, I did buy like a bundle of their stuff with Heavy Rain and everything on PC, and I was playing through it. And I just really didn't really like where the story was going, especially like one of the swerves that I thought was just really just dumb, and I didn't like it. At that point in time, I was just like,
you were mad.
I was just, well, I'm gonna play this game however I want, and yeah, I figured I don't care. And then eventually, I was like, I'll just watch the cutscenes online because who cares?
I was so mad at the way you played that game.
A new Assassin's Creed game. I'm trying to think what else was kind of nothing really stood out there. And as I just scroll down here, it's just kind of like a lot of games where I'll just play for a couple hours, get the achievements, and bounce out. But at least I try everything, so I get an idea of what might pique my interest. Like you never know what might be your next best game. Like especially with like Keeper and Shaded Part of Me and RoboCop, you might have automatically like said, "Hey, I don't care about these games," but I found them were really good. Pacific Drive, I kind of had high hopes for, but it became too management heavy for me. That was one where you kind of drive the station wagon thing.
And it's kind of like, yeah, you end up like in an SCP sort of situation.
Metaphor Retazio, that was kind of the newish, Atlas, like kind of Persona-ish Shin Megami game. More just replays, some demos. But yeah, as I just scroll down, just showing just a lot of games. A lot of this stuff, of course, is all Game Pass related, or mainly most of it is all Xbox related.
Most of it you just play for a couple of hours, if that.
Of course, there's always like a million 40K Warhammer things because they license their property out.
Was Baldur's Gate last year? Baldur's Gate 2 last year?
Oh, I think maybe it was.
Like, scroll back up, I thought I saw Baldur's Gate. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 1, 2.
That was 1 and 2.
Or 1/2.
No, 1 and 2.
Did you play Baldur's Gate last year?
Was 3 last year? This is where we all keep kind of...
Because we're recording this in 2026, reviewing 2025.
I don't recall. But yeah, if I did say I played Baldur's Gate, because I never actually played or beat it to a degree, because I restarted it multiple times, because I just really couldn't get into it.
Yeah, the gameplay mechanics? Is that what would you say? Is that what irritated you? XL shortcuts were enabled. You get it.
The design, or gameplay, not gameplay. Yeah, the design of the game, I just couldn't get into because I wanted more freedom, and then some things that I made choices with, I didn't realize.
You didn't realize the repercussions certain choices would have.
Yeah, and
you were also really pissed off that they're like, no, you have to kill the goblin children. Why? I don't want to kill the goblin children. Like, you were mad about the stuff that you didn't have a choice with.
Yeah.
And the stuff that you did have a choice with, they didn't properly convey, like, the actual options available to you or the potential. You had no idea of the potential repercussions.
So with Baldur's Gate 3, I definitely had restarted it. Like, once again, that was, like, the big game of 2024, but I didn't get till to 2025.
Yeah.
Also, that's another game I bought that got the collector's edition for, because I had high hopes for it. And then literally, I think I restarted it 3 times, and I couldn't get into it. I think I may eventually get into it when I have the time to just not care and just play it and not try to achieve anything and just go with the flow, which is kind of like what I wasn't going with. But other than that, like I said, my game of the year was Expedition, which is a lot of people's game of the year. With
it was
Kingdom
so
Come
good
right behind it. But yeah, so that's the games for 2025. Catch you next time.